Hey there, Paul Mark from Transcend Coffee. Hey, you might not know this about my background, but actually I used to be a lawyer. I actually went to law school, practiced as a lawyer, and in my field of practice is actually Aboriginal law. And it's got me thinking these past couple of days as we're sort of coming up onto Canada Day and preparing to celebrate 150 years of this amazing country that we call home. And don't get me wrong, I'm so thankful to live in Canada. I'm a proud Canadian. I love this country, and I think we have one of the best countries in the world. But it's got me thinking a little bit about the sort of protest celebration or protest event that's happening in conjunction with Canada 150, and that's 150 and still unsettled. And it's all of our First Nations, all of the Aboriginals in this country who are trying to draw attention to the fact that 150 years after Confederation, and they're still waiting for the promises that the Crown made so many years ago to be fulfilled. The reality is we have to all remember that we're all immigrants to this amazing country. We've all come from someplace else. All of our parents or grandparents or great-grandparents came from someplace else. And when we arrived in this amazing country, this vast, barren, desolate place, we were greeted and welcomed warmly by the First Nations. And they showed us around. They helped us settle this country. They taught us how to fish and trap, and they navigated on our behalf. And in order to avoid war and a conflict, we made treaties with them. The Crown made treaties and made promises to them. And in good faith, the people that were here before us agreed to those promises. And without getting into the details, there are events piled upon each other where every time First Nations in Canada have tried to pick themselves up and go forward, we've put them back down. And so in this video log that I've been working on this last little while, sort of in the theme of making you think and asking you questions and making you wonder about things, I want you to think this Canada Day about the cost that this great freedom, this great country of ours has had on the people that were here before us. And as you celebrate this amazing country, think about all the people that are still waiting for promises to be fulfilled. You might wonder how this has anything to do with coffee. But the reality is coffee is largely a product of colonization. Think about Central America, South America, and the proliferation of coffee spreading across that vast part of Central and South America with the advancement of colonization. And so we can be thankful on one hand for the fact that we have coffee as a result of it, but we also have to remember that many of the indigenous populations, if not all of them, in those countries where we celebrate coffee are struggling with the same issues that the friends of ours here in Canada are struggling with as well. So on this Canada Day, celebrate, be proud to be a Canadian, but also think and remember all of those who are still waiting to participate fully in this amazing country of ours. All right, happy Canada Day.